What's going on, boys? My name is Sid, and today I'm going to be going into the two brand new events we got this week in the US Speed Tour, as well as the two cars that you can buy right now in the store, including this Pulse vehicle right here, the Pulse Edition Alpha GP vehicle. We're going to also be going into the Glow Motorsport in those two new events, the underwater event and the one that I haven't actually played yet. Not in the live version of the game, at least. I haven't touched the other event at all. The only reason I played the first new one is because it was in the summit. So today, head down there, subscribe with notifications on, as I'm going to be going into these two cars and two new events, and I'm really hoping, because I've left it like a week and a half, we've got some really good liveries. As long as we have some like really cool looking liveries, and what I was hoping for originally, if you watched my videos on this update a little while ago, what I was hoping for is liveries that are based on real life F1 cars, but for these things, right? Like adapted, as though F1 was in the future or whatever, right? So I want to do something like that. So we're going to go into this. Right now I'm playing one of the events that we've already had this update. Let's abort this, I guess, and begin the customization of the Pulse Performance. One of the ones that's in the, it's like the cover car of this whole update, basically, right? Which seems a bit unfair. Also, we'll take this into the underwater one because the summit has had us using the glow in the underwater. So instead, I'll use this thing. If I change this, what color, what does it actually change? Nothing? Okay. Liveries, none. But we know there's a Trackmania one coming up. Oh, that looks so cool! I've already seen something really cool. Okay, right. Let's just look at this thing, like, without anything. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know, there's too much, looks too plain, I guess, when it's, just like that. But this already, that's almost exactly what I was thinking, right? We've got, oh, what even is that? Okay. A purple one, which is interesting. Oh, there you go, a Merc one, which is pretty cool looking. What is this? A crew home brand livery one. So that's a Fixifo? Yes, it is. I hope there's not a, oh, a Rockstar one? I hope there's not a, someone's been making a bunch of AlphaTauri ones. Where's the AlphaTauri guy? Because there's AlphaTauri liveries on a bunch of cars. I want that. But I hope there isn't. That's quite nice. I hope there isn't a Red Bull one for Glow as well, right? Because if I'm going to go with that Red Bull one, I don't want to... That's quite nice, actually, to be fair, because this does look like a... Yeah, you could pass this off as, like, some promotional thing that the US military was doing, because it's very... It's a cool designed car. Yeah, we're not seeing much here, though, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, again, this one's still really nice. I do like this one, but I guess I'm gonna go with the Red Bull one. We better not just end up going with two Red Bull ones, right? There we go. Pretty cool looking. The tires, I guess I don't change them, right? Because if I change them, they're just not gonna look like F1 tires, and then that'll make them look really tacky. So I guess I'm not gonna change them. Smoke, not gonna change either. Nitro is basically the only thing I am gonna change. And that, what is that? Oh, Sparks Nitro? I have not seen that yet. I assume that's new. Underglow, I'm not going to go with it. Underglow. Window tint. We'll leave the window tint as well. To be honest, I kind of just haven't gone with anything. I like keeping these things simple. You know, I like keeping them simple. I'm not even sure of that livery, honestly. I maybe would even only stick with the Post livery. We've got parts on it, though. They're interesting parts because this thing hits, like, the highest top speed. So, obviously, this thing has, the top speed hitting parts. There we go. Let's take this thing into the first of the brand new events. Here we go, our Red Bull Pulse car.
A bit more about the amazing engineering effort behind these courses.
I wouldn't want to use it on this car. I'll let this guy talk.
On a special permit granted by the 4 states that control the lake bed:
okay.
Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Michigan itself.
Oh, so there's 4 states that control this lake? That sounds like a congressional nightmare? I don't know what the word there I don't know. I watch like Philip DeFranco, and I'll watch for like the funny haha internet drama, and then he's just start talking about like, oh, and also the bipartisan control of the Supreme Court and whatever. So I learned like some words that have something to do with America, but really I have no idea what I'm talking about. Besides American politics, I am interested in the... Oh, I love this screen as well, by the way. It's unfortunate that I've already done this event because of the summit. I'm not sure on the Nitro, though. Nitro, cool looking. It is. I wouldn't use it on this car, though. On this car, I'd use a different Nitro, which is just yellow and red. I've got just a yellow and red Nitro. I'd be better off using that. But so far, this is going pretty good. Oh, yeah, and in the event, for some reason, not in the open world, in the event, they've got this like underwater effect or sound. Oh my god, was that what was that? There was like a different sound. I imagine it was trying to be like a whale or something. I doubt there's, actually, no, to be fair, I doubt there's whales in Lake Michigan, right? I assume, no, there's not whales in Lake Michigan. No shot. Here we go, we're passing the start again, and I assume Mr. Motorpass Man's gonna start talking at some point this lap. Also, the livery, I think I like it. I think I do like the livery, to be honest.
Particularly steep ascent.
Oh?
I don't think I've ever seen cars drive at quite that angle before.
I mean, yeah, probably, sure. The blue is a bit too dark of a blue, honestly. It's my only issue with this livery, really. The rest of it, no, it's actually just a pretty decent livery. Yeah, sure. Also, is Red Bull, is Honda a Red Bull sponsor? Is that a thing? You know what, I can't, in my head right now, I cannot picture the Red Bull livery. You know what, it doesn't say Oracle on the side, so that's also like, is this even really Red Bull, you know? But... you know, if we wanted it to be more accurate, we'd have to change this livery. And then it would be even less like Red Bull. Because changing a livery, that can't happen. The actual layout of this track is pretty enjoyable, though. This bit with the actual turns, I like the little turny bit that leads up to the underwater. And then obviously we've got the cool underwater thing. Which again, we sort of, we got way too early, in my opinion. Still, there's another screen. There's a few screens in there. I still think we got it way too early. It would have been nice if we got this island during this update, right? But I guess that would have maybe taken too much of an update, I guess, right? Because they actually update the game in the first episode, and then the second episode they just sort of add the things that were already there, just like unlock them, basically, right? They don't. That's why we don't have to actually update the game for an episode 2. We only update a game for an episode 1 when there's a new season starting. That's why. So I assume that's why they didn't do that. And instead gave us the island at the beginning.
What goes up must come down.
Indeed.
Wow, that must be one heck of a good time, being in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Sure. Cool underwater, though. Also, because patches, apparently you can still drive outside of this tunnel underwater, so that's fun. There we go. That is the finish line. This guy's going to talk for a little bit, and then... is he not even going to talk? Does he not talk at the end? Huh. Oh, well. Well, now, let's go into the Glow Motorsport, and then let's customize that so we can actually try the race that I haven't even played yet. That's a lot of parts. I didn't mean to pick up those parts. That's, upsetting. Oh, God. Collecting parts, though? I haven't done that in so long. That actually borderline got me nostalgic. The sound and look of collecting parts. I haven't done that in a long time. Wow. This game's getting old, man. I'm getting old. God. The Crew Motorfest is out soon, so... well, hopefully, I guess, right? We're getting info on it soon. In the meantime, though, here we go. The Glow Motorsport Edition is the other of the 2 cars that you can buy stock. Well, not buy stock, as in, like, you don't have to pay for these cars. Oh! That's so cool! I can already see it. Let's look at this thing in other things. It's not a motor pass car, right? That's one of the main things. But I've seen what I've seen already. And straight away, that's exactly... that's so cool looking. That's exactly what I wanted. Oh my god, that's so sick. Okay, yeah, there is a Red Bull one, which also looks pretty cool. It's a bit, I don't like that it's like, what, it's like a brushed metal. What is that, anodized? I don't really like anodized. Let's look at the other liveries, though, but I am for sure going with that top one. This one's pretty cool. It looks like it's just ported from a different F1 car, though, because it doesn't really match very well. Martini's always quite nice. That does look actually really clean. You know what? This one looks a bit closer to Glow Motorsport as well, so that one's alright. I give it a pass. A lot of Ferrari ones for this one, which is... I don't know what I think about that, to be honest. It's just like, yeah, sure, a bunch of Ferrari ones. Which, to be fair, the rims remind me of McLaren this year, because they got the Google Chrome rim. Very sick rims. But this Ferrari livery, so cool looking. Again, pardon me, I would go for, like, tires that actually have a thing on them, but that would look really, really bad, because obviously these are F1 cars. Let me see if there's any tires that are unique looking, but have the F1, the slick asphalts, right? I mean, there's these, I guess, right? Like, these are technically vanity tires that do use the slick asphalts. I mean, these two, right? I guess there is a few that use slick asphalts. I wish I could filter, to be honest. That's an interesting idea, right? I wish I could filter by vanity type. Filter slick asphalts, filter, like, what are these? Probably, like, road, whatever they're called. smooth stretched tires, because obviously those are the best. If I could filter by smooth stretched tires, I'd be able to see all of the tires that are the best for handling and whatnot. So that's an interesting thing. Obviously some 50-50 ones, 50-50, I don't know what they are, mismatch is what I call them. Those tires for this would be cool. That might work perfectly, but I kind of don't like how it looks, honestly. I feel like I almost thought that worked. There's slicks, which is good. Glow works, but we're not really using glow, are we? We've made it a Ferrari. Okay, there's a lot more slicks than I thought there was. Like, every other tire is a set of slicks. Like, there's the road ones like these, but there's a lot of slicks, you know, like this. Like, I mean, there's these, I guess. Those, you could probably consider those slicks. I have decided these 50-50s are the ones I'm going with. I like the yellow. The yellow works, and maybe the red will work when we're in a race. There is, again, I'm not going to go with the smoke. Smokes are kind of bad. And it's the nitro that I was going to go with on the Red Bull as well. It just works here too, is the red and yellow. Surprisingly common color scheme, honestly, that works with a bunch of stuff. Obviously, Red Bull and Ferrari. Works with both. We're not going to go with an underglow, obviously. We're not going to go with that. Like, I love how, like, you see the Pirelli there on the, like, teardrop thing there. Like, this livery has had a lot of thought put into what goes where, right? Like, yeah, there's actually been a bit of thinking onto, yeah, I like it. I like it. I really do. There we go, though. That's this thing customized. I assume it has parts on it, right? It does. And now, let's take this thing into the new event. Here we go, the Ferrari F1 car.
Hey, here's a fun fact for
nitro,
you.
okay.
Over 24 commercial scuba divers worked on the construction of these courses, installing massive concrete support pylons up to 500 feet tall.
They must be built.
They've been down there inspecting structural integrity after every race. Just another reminder of how much work it takes to make the USST possible.
Must have been some very strong scuba divers, to be fair. Just placing big old whatever he said fillers. Okay, this one is the great equalizer. And the nitro, I don't think works entirely. The tires, I didn't even notice, to be honest. Honestly, I'll probably take them off. Barely noticed them, though. The fact they're slicks is unfortunate. I believe I've used these tires on a different car as well, and I really liked them on whatever car I used. The fact I've forgotten is, oh, I used them on the Porsche, the old-timer, and they look sick. They look very, very cool. But this thing right here, okay, the great equalizer, big plummet there, cool looking screen there, and we get one more new event next week. Next week. Also, God, I still haven't done all the endurance events. We've got endurance events for this as well as on top of that, there's all the endurance events for the last one too. They're the only events in this entire game that I haven't done on hard and ace yet, because I just can't be bothered. It's so long. It's so long to do that, right? It's so long. I don't want to. But so far, this one is going pretty good. I like this view as well. It's unfortunate how much more fun this event is. This event type is on wheel. Like it's like controller just introduces so much understeer that like every turn you have to brake such an unreasonable amount. Okay, this is a cool plummet, I guess. And then we go back up. Sweet. When is US Speed Tour Man going to be talking again? These things have the new pop
these twisting curves were quite difficult to build, but they were always seen as a core feature of the tracks. They twist for the same reason a roller coaster does, because when you reduce that lateral shear against the tires, there's no reason to ever slow down.
What is a lateral shear? I don't know what that is, Mr. US Speed Tour Man. Oh, there you go, though. That's the pops I was talking about. Like, listen to this. Listen to this. Or don't, because there was nothing to listen to. I don't know the bit of a nerd emoji there, not gonna lie. I don't know what he was talking about, but something to do with lateral shear. That's the pop sound effects I was talking about, by the way. There we go. Let's carry this one on. The guy is probably gonna start talking again one more time.
You know, it takes a special kind of driver to enjoy speeds this extreme, because let's face it, one mistake here and you are at the bottom of Lake Michigan. Massive respect to everyone out there today. I really mean that.
Okay. Damn. It really takes a special kind of person to drive in these events, because you could die. You could plow off of the thing and die. You have to be a special kind of racer because you might die. Like, what? Okay, Mr. USB tour man. Okay, chill. I was going quite fast in reverse there. But, just like, okay. Yeah, fine. I guess yeah, I mean, you know what? I guess it would take a special kind of racer to... Also, don't tell me that while I'm in the middle of a race. I'm in the middle of a race, and you're like, okay, look, me, I'm fine. I'm not gonna die if I die in the crew too, right? But, like, don't tell someone in the middle of a race, hey, you know, you're a special kind of guy, right? Because you might die. Mr. USB tour man. Cool your kicks, okay? I'm in the goddamn, like, 2 Apple chargers at the back. Like, this car, man. Oh, well, 2 very cool cars. And, of course, I would love to see other real-life F1 style liveries for the Sparrow, as well as the as well as the Spear, when that comes out. Spear vs. Spear will be pretty cool. I'll do that. It probably won't do very well, but it's a fun idea doing me and Vintage in me in this thing, or him in this thing, either one, against the Spear KTM. But I hope you boys enjoyed the video of me playing the 2 new events, as well as customizing and playing with 2 of the new cars. Thank you to popular members, a special thank you to famous members, and an insane thank you to star members Danimal the Manimal, TK Troller, and Grim Pepper. And an insane, pardon me, top of the top, unparalleled thank you to Icon members Chim Charming, JB74, pardon me, and Lewis and Void. It's gonna be about it from me, boys, in a